Hello, I'm Kayla Roman. I will be highlighting top professionals providing senior financial services. Today, I'll be meeting with Max. Hi, Max. How are you?
Hi, Kayla. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you want to start off just by telling us a little bit about yourself, your hobbies, what you like to do in your free time?
So I graduated from Wilkes University in 2022. I was a lifelong wrestler all the way from elementary school through college. It was a great sport. I miss it a lot. But during my last year of college, I started a small business with my girlfriend. We do pop-up picnics and party planning for the Doylestown area. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically just like making unique atmospheres for big celebrations. You know, we have the blanket, tables, pillows, and all that. So that's what I initially did coming out of college. But as for my hobbies, there's a lot to talk about there. I love going outside mainly. I do a lot of hiking, gardening, things like that. But my favorite hobby is something called rock hounding, where basically I go out and look for crystals and minerals based on whatever research I've done, and it's a fun hobby. It can be tough, but it's rewarding. And there's definitely no shortage of rocks on Earth, so it's perfect.
Nice. Can you tell me how you got into insurance in general?
Yeah, so with the insurance, when I first came out of college, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I'm entrepreneurial at heart, so like I said, I have the small business going, but I wasn't quite, excited about just diving right into a 9 to 5. Not that there's anything wrong with that; it just wasn't speaking to me so much. My girlfriend's older brother told me how he used to do Medicare sales, and he told me about it, and it actually seemed like something that I would not only enjoy but be pretty good at. So he introduced me to Sam from American Senior Health Advisors, and Sam has really been great, like with mentoring me and coaching me over the last few months, because he has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Medicare, life insurance, all that stuff. He knows what he's talking about. So I've had the pleasure of being able to sort of just get as much information from him as I can, and he's been helping me prepare for AEP, which is coming up. But the whole line of work, it seems like it's just helping people mainly, which I like because it speaks to me more so than anything else, where I don't necessarily feel like I'm contributing something, where I get to go out and help people in a way where it's autonomous. I'm making my own schedule. I'm setting my own appointments, which I like a lot. I get to go to a lot of different places, speak to a lot of different people, because they're seniors who my clients are. So they've lived long lives to get up to this point, and they have a lot of cool stories. So that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to about really getting started with this.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. What are some of the biggest challenges that you see some of your senior clients facing in their financial situation?
From my experience so far, it doesn't seem like there's one main issue. Everything's pretty individualized. Everybody, case by case, they have their own things going on. Some seniors, well, most of them are on a fixed income, so a lot of times they don't really have room to be spending a lot of money on big medical expenses, which of course could arise. You never can expect those, but it's best to be covered as much as possible. Which is why I try and help as much as I can, and that's why I'm in the position I am, because I can make their options clear. I can sort of explain everything to them in a simpler way that they can understand. And there's plenty of other issues they might face, like they might have been seeing a doctor for years, that now that they're on Medicare, it's not covered under a certain plan. I could help them find a plan that does cover that doctor, and just things like that. It varies from person to person, but what I try and do is just help them reach financial stability and be confident in their health situation, just so they can, live happy lives and feel comfortable.
Thank you for sharing that. Without divulging any specific details, can you tell me a time that you helped a client reach like their specific goals and needs?
Actually, my first ever appointment that I did was this past summer, and I sat down with a gentleman who, like I said, he had been seeing a doctor for years, and he was put on a plan that didn't cover that doctor. And I was shocked that he was put on that plan, but I helped him figure out a different one that would not only cover that doctor, but it also gave him rides to that doctor, because he told me he was having issues with transportation. So there's lots of benefits like that available that will really help improve people's lives for the better. He also actually was low income, so I helped him sign up for a program that helps lower his prescription costs. So it's things like that. That was one example that I felt really good about doing that for him, and I look forward to doing it for more seniors as well.
Awesome. If you had a crystal ball and could see into the future, what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge in the next 3 to 5 years for the senior financial market? And we won't hold you to it.
Well, I don't necessarily have too much experience to base any predictions off of. But if I did have to make some predictions, I would say, any sort of cuts to Medicare, of course, that's always something to be concerned about, because anything that's cut up top is going to affect everybody on the lower level, whether the Part B premiums increase or things like that. But certainly I've noticed that a lot of the plans that are going to be potentially coming out for next year offer a lot more benefits and help seniors, feel more comfortable and be covered as much as they can. There's a lot of people turning 65. I know that's going to happen. So I'll be there to help them with whatever challenges that may come up over the next few years.
All right. Well, thanks, Max, for meeting with me today. I appreciate you telling us a little bit about you and a little bit about how everything's going for you so far.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it, Kayla.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Bye.